Question number 11, David Seymour.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Justice and reads as follows. Is she aware of data showing a 60% reduction in the recidivism rate for violent offenders from 3.8% to 1.5% in the 5 years following the introduction of the three strikes law, compared with the 5 years prior?
The Honourable Amy Adams.
Yes, I am aware of the very encouraging trends in serious violent offending that we are seeing following the enactment of the three strikes law advanced by the ACT Party. The data the member refers to indicates a significant drop in the number of serious violent offences committed and an even bigger drop in the number of violent offenders who are committing multiple offences following the introduction of the law. The three strikes law was designed to deter violent offenders from reoffending, and the information the member cites is an encouraging sign that the three strikes law is having its desired effect.
Order. Order. Supplementary question, David Seymour.
Is the Minister aware that ceteris paribus, if the recidivism rate for violent offending had remained at the pre-2010 level, then at least 123 New Zealand citizens would have been the victim of a violent offence? And does she agree that it is astonishing that some political parties continue to oppose three strikes law?
Order. First part of the first question is in order. The second question is not in order.
Mr. Speaker, the information certainly does indicate that if serious violent reoffending had continued at the same rate as prior to the introduction of three strikes, there are likely to have been 123 more serious violent offences over the last 5 years. I do agree with the member that in light of this information, it seems clear that three strikes is helping to deter and prevent serious violent offenders from committing crime.
Supplementary question, David Seymour.
In the Minister's view, have some of the concerns raised at the time the law was introduced that it would lead to California-style mass imprisonment borne true, or has it proved to be a modest and sensible three strikes law by international standards?
The Honourable Amy Adams.
Mr. Speaker, in my view, the evidence now shows us that the three strikes law is having an impact and assisting with the deterrent of reoffending of serious violent crimes, despite some of the scaremongering at the time. And I think the House and this country is a better place the further that serious violent reoffending rate drops.
Question number 12, Sarah